Okay, Kelly, you're about the smartest person I know. So, and you've taken to this online training like you wouldn't believe. And every morning I wake up and I see that with consistency, Monday through Friday, it's been amazing for the last 3 weeks. It's thank you, Lee. This is awesome, great, and it makes me happy to see that. And you were one of the very first people to switch over to the online training right when all this kind of kicked off with the COVID-19 stuff. And it has been a kind of a revelation in your life and your workout routine, in my opinion, because I've known you a long time. You've been at the gym forever. So, when switching over, when all this kind of happened a few weeks ago, what were you hoping to gain from this, all of this? What have you gained, and kind of how has that things changed for you?
Yeah, so I guess since fall of 2019, even I was doing a lot of travel for work, and it really disrupted my schedule in a major way, and it made it more challenging than I had been able to overcome to get into scheduled classes at the gym. And it was something that I had identified that I missed having regularly in my life, and I could kind of see how losing that physical activity was degrading my mental health and kind of affecting other areas of my life as well. And so I'd already identified that as something that I needed to strengthen and improve. And so then when things kind of started shifting a lot for COVID-19, that was kind of at the same time that I was deciding I needed to come up with a new plan for how to make my workouts happen. And so it kind of actually dovetailed pretty nicely, because the fluidity of the schedule really helps out. And it was great to have to know that you were checking in on how I was doing on the workouts, and to know that you had put time and energy into designing those workouts. And so, it was a respect thing too, that I wanted to, honor the work that you had done. And so that provided extra accountability. And then to be able to do it on my own flexible schedule, just really sort of brought that piece of my life that had fallen away in fall of 2019 back.
That's
so it's
awesome.
been really nice.
Oh, that's great. What have you seen as far as, the ripple effect of being this consistent for 3 weeks now? What have you seen in physical changes, and things that you mentioned earlier, the effects on the rest of your life as well? Are those falling into place a little bit more in line with your priorities?
Yeah, it's been, I think the biggest change has probably been my mood. I still wake up pretty grumpy most mornings, but the first thing I do when I get up is go do those workouts. And the change in mood from waking up to finishing the workout is huge. And then it doesn't really, regardless of how the rest of my day goes and how productive or not the rest of my day feels, at the end of the day I can look back and say, aha, I accomplished that at least.
At least,
that's,
yeah.
that's a good feeling to have. Yeah. So that's kind of a life raft in uncertain times, to be able to cling to that.
That's actually a really great way to put it. Life raft in uncertain times. So you can hang your hat on. I checked that box. I'm good to go. All right, on with my day. No, that's really cool. It does the same thing for me, knocking that stuff out and getting into good habits early in the day. It's like making your bed, or getting up and drinking water, and just being like, this is what I do. After this, I'm good. No matter what challenges may lay ahead, because as we're adapting, and we're going to have to adapt going forward. And like you said, it's uncertain times, and there are going to be consequences that we cannot foresee long term with businesses, and everybody's jobs, everybody's lives. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to shake anybody's hand for 6 months. That's going to be weird. But
yeah.
But since you've taken to this so well, like, who do you think would really take, like you, take to this kind of service now, and see really good results, see the positivity in a lot of this, especially in the, as take it as a life raft, and not even right now, but maybe long term.
Yeah, I think that it's a really good option for folks who maybe have a busy or irregular schedule, and it's hard to carve out the exact same time every day maybe, or they can't do something at 7 a.m. but they could at 7:30 a.m. So it's really nice to be able to have that sort of flexibility and choice in it. I guess one of the other really nice things is being able, if I had to, I could do half the workout early in the day and finish the other half later. So it's really great for that flexibility. I think it's good for folks who know that they want to make an investment in their health right now, mental and physical, but do need a little bit of an extra push sometimes, and might have trouble, doing that just for themselves. And if they know that there's some kind of added incentive, like, honoring the work that someone else is doing, or knowing that someone else isn't getting pissed off at them at the other end of the phone, then that helps a lot.
That added accountability seems to, the two things that I've heard the most and seen the most is, now that everybody's working, basically either they're working at their normal jobs, but nobody's around, so it's all weird, or they're working at home and it's all weird. But yeah. I think long term, I think you're hitting the nail on the head. When people are at home or they're doing these other things, they have to adjust, they have to adapt. And long term, if these things work for them, then why not continue that? Because these decisions that you make right now will last a lifetime, because this is what you'll remember, is you took charge of yourself and took charge of your life and fitness, mentally, and physically. And I think you hit it on the head with the mental side of this is more important in uncertain times than just the physical work, which is why it's so easy for people, I think, to just either, if the pendulum will swing one way or the other, they'll either just shut down all the way and not do anything, or like you'll find a way to make it work and go, this is an opportunity and I'm just going to run with it. So I couldn't be happier with your progress, and please continue with those little messages in the morning. I like those. But as always, Kelly, thank you for your time. This has been great.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Lee. I appreciate the workouts too.
Absolutely.